Welcome, everyone. It's always great to come back to my home city, Delhi. And of course, this is our largest India hub, so we have more reasons to come here, thanks to Akshay and the team that he's built. So, just in terms of some initial thoughts, just to set the stage, we were actually in Dubai just 2 days back. We were hosting our Empowering Beyond Middle East Summit there. And the way in from Dubai last evening on the flight, as it's landing over Gurgaon, I'm seeing all those gleaming skyscrapers, and I'm talking to the guy sitting next to me. I'm like, what would happen if there was a geological earthquake, like all these tall buildings? What's going to happen? He said, I think they're probably built to withstand and they'll be okay. I said, okay, so what will happen if there is a digital earthquake? This whole city is built on jobs coming out of the services industry. Hundreds of thousands of jobs, and this is across all of India, right? What's going to happen? He was like completely confused, like, what am I talking about? Maybe I was smoking something or whatnot. Anyway, I think what we want to share today, some of the insights, Kevin's plenary keynote, is going to touch upon the fact that this earthquake is actually already happening. It's like a slow-moving tsunami, maybe. Some of the signs of tsunami is initially you see the water recede. So you might be seeing some growth in your business, but eventually it's going to come in and deluge everything. And that tsunami is being caused by, obviously, that's no surprise, generative AI, right? Well, you'd be surprised that, yes, that is, of course, one of the catalysts and triggers, but there's a lot more that's happening. So the trillion-dollar global services industry was built upon arbitrage, right? Labor arbitrage, finding people cheaper in different locations, finding the right skills. Information arbitrage, right? Being able to handle data, manipulate data in different locations, thanks to bandwidth, thanks to internet. And then knowledge arbitrage, meaning layering with process, layering with industry, domain, specific skills to deliver services for your clients, right? What will happen if each of those pillars start literally collapsing under your feet? And that's happening, right? The labor arbitrage is already going out where location, size, scale will be irrelevant. Information arbitrage is already happening. It's been democratized. Everybody has access. Even there's stuff behind firewall. There's, most people have a lot of access to data globally. And knowledge arbitrage is being, again, disintermediated by generative AI. Just in the last 3 days that we've been traveling in Dubai and now here, there's 3 earth-shattering developments that we've been reading about, right? I mean, that's the pace of change that's happening. Grok 3, the new model from XAI. Satya Nadella yesterday announced the quantum computer. Microsoft is going to build the fastest quantum computer, and he's saying it won't take 10 years. It's going to take a few years. They actually discovered a new type of state called topoconductor. It's a 4th state of matter. So think about the kind of innovation and disruption that's happening. Again, what does that mean? With quantum computers, you'll have infinite compute capacity. I mean, in the example, in just Google, you'll see it. He shows the chip in his hand, which has more power than all of the computers in the world combined, order of magnitude more. So that's coming. And then today, or yesterday, I read another news about, you guys think LLM is the future? Guess what? There's something called LCM, large concept model. And that's going to disrupt the LLMs. So my point is this, that this disruption is happening, and the services industry, which was built on labor, information, knowledge arbitrage, is going to be rocked to its core. If you're not already thinking about pivoting, becoming AI first, your businesses are going to be dead. So is that a doomsday scenario? No. Obviously, we want to keep our jobs, our businesses. And Avasant, we've already been doing a lot of work in this field, and you'll be seeing a lot more announcements from us. We've been using generative AI within the company to power our research, benchmarking, et cetera, for more than 2 years. We were the earliest adopters of Microsoft Copilot. So we've been investing and offering it to you all. So this is the partner ecosystem where I think the only thing that cannot be disintermediated by generative AI or whatever is the relationships, right? That's something which not yet, until of course Musk releases his Neuralink, the brain to computer interface, right? So anyway, with that, I'm going to hand to Akshay.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Anupam. So again, a pleasure as always to welcome all of you and host you, old friends, new friends. Like Anupam said, it is an exciting time, but it is also a very confusing time, right? I think all of us are really just trying to catch up with news that's happening every single day, almost by the hour in some cases, right? So what we've curated today is we've brought the best of Avasant thinking together. We want to demystify a few things, share our perspectives on how we are seeing the market evolve, how we are seeing enterprises, buyers evolving in their thinking, what are they looking for. So we've curated a really power-packed agenda today. We're going to look at some of the trends from a spending budget perspective, kind of a macro view of the market. We will have a very power-packed keynote by Kevin, where we're again zooming out a little bit and looking at a 5-year, 10-year view on where we are headed. And then, of course, later in the day, we are going deeper into some of the industry-specific areas, some verticals, because again, one of the key themes that we are going with is that in this very confused state of market, specialization is going to be a very key component. So, deep industry-specific nuances and so on. So we'll cover a bit of that. And of course, there are a few topics we can't do without, right? So of course, you're going to hear a lot about AI. What does it mean for us? How are enterprises leveraging data, metrics, benchmarks to make sense of it? At least be a little bit more comfortable with it. We're going to talk about GCCs. Anupam didn't spoke about the technological disruption that's really coming to us. But there is also this entire movement on GCCs and what does it mean? Several of you have GTMs specific around the GCC market. Is it an opportunity? How do we structure it, and so on? So we'll cover a lot of these different topics. Let's spend the day together, kind of digesting some of the perspectives that we've been able to bring together, all with an idea of how do we propel this industry forward. That's been our industry for 2-3 decades, and we've seen this evolve. It's been a net creator of jobs, especially in India and several other markets. But then what does it really mean in months and years to come? So really excited to have all of you here. We'll have some conversations here. Of course, a lot of conversations, during the lunch and also later in the evening. So once again, very warm welcome to all of you, and then looking forward to an exciting day ahead. Thank you.